Hey everyone, it's Steve. I wanted to bring you along for some pepper preservation. This may apply to other things, but we're specifically talking about peppers right now at this time. So, as you can see behind me, and that's just a small part, we got to get all these peppers taken care of. Part of it is for us, part of it is for sales. So I am working with right now lemon drop peppers. They're Aji Lemon Drops if you've never had them. Here is a green unripe one and a yellow ripe one. This is also a yellow ripe one, of course. So I'll be working with other peppers too, but right now this is the one I've got, so I wanted to show it to you. And I'm doing these in two different categories. So by that I mean I've got some that'll be going in our dehydrators, and I've got some that'll be going in our freeze dryer. So the freeze dryer will be getting my ripe peppers. And I do put some ripe ones in the dehydrator, just not what I'm doing on the lemon drops. The green lemon drops we have found add a bright, earthy, citrus flavor that we can use in seasonings or food. And they are just amazing. And so the ripe ones will work also. So the green, the unripe, work very well as a seasoning, but I don't think they'll shine as a freeze-dried pepper. But we know the ripe ones should shine as a freeze-dried pepper, and the ripe ones will work fine in the dehydrator too. Our problem is that this time of year, I can't process enough stuff through our dehydrators. And so we freeze, dehydrate, and so forth. But we can only run so much stuff through our freezers, and our freezers are just about full. We're almost to the rim. So between peppers and other veggies out of the garden and our meat chickens, we got to eat through the winter. So these chickens can only be outside for so long before they need to go in the freezer, or they get too tough to enjoy in many ways. Now, Tiffany will have a video on that shortly on what to do with them old birds. So we'll get around to that on another video. So anyway, show you what we got. So here is my bowl of unripe ones. And here is my second bowl of ripe ones. Now this, I'll need to put a few more in here. And then this will be roughly, this bowl will hold about a pound. The bowl weighs 8 ounces. So we'll put it on the scale here and see where we're at. So we got an 8-ounce bowl. We got 1 pound, 2 ounces. So we got 10.5 ounces of peppers there right now. So we've got more lemon drops, but Tiffany has them at market right now. So I'm going to work with what I've got here. I've already got 2 trays full in the freeze dryer. This is our freeze dryer trays from Harvest Right. And I'll be doing a 3rd tray here with this last little bit we got going on here. So that'll take care of that. And that's going to be 2 pounds of ripe ones going in. Now I'm going to have 2 more trays in that freeze dryer to fill up, and thinking about doing some of these super hot peppers. Something we've never done, but I think we're going to do it. So, all right, I'm going to get back to work. We'll bring you back around here in a little bit and show you what we got, but for now, that cutting board and that case knife is going to have to get to work.
The freeze-dried roasted red peppers.
Okay.
Show you how to use them to create a meal, and we will be making roasted
tray.
red pepper Alfredo sauce, which we will be serving on
A little bit left to fill in one of the other ones.
Okay,
So we're ending up with about 3/4 of a pound of lemon drops per tray.
It's just so amazing.
So I have currently processed just under 2 pounds of ripe lemon drop peppers, and I'll weigh the green peppers that's going in the dehydrator shortly. So I've ended up with just shy of 3.5 pounds of lemon drops. So here's the green ones. You'll see some yellow Basically, if the pepper was 75% ripe, it's going in the freeze dryer. If it was less than 75% ripe, it went in here. So let's get these loaded in the dehydrator. So here are our dehydrators. We got a little small one there too. This one currently is mostly running seeds through it, but we save our pepper seeds. This is our larger one. We're getting ready to buy a bigger one. Empty as you can see right now. I'm getting ready to fill these trays up. Okay, I have got 2 trays loaded, and I would not run this dehydrator for just 2 trays, so I will continue filling this up today. I've already got it turned on. We'll go ahead and get these in here and get them going. I'll bring you back shortly. Okay, I'm back over here at the freeze dryer. I have finished cutting up more lemon drops. I got everything that we had from market yesterday. This is the next morning. I got everything we had from market yesterday, and I got everything that I did yesterday. And so we have ended up with just under a pound of peppers per tray. And we do 5 trays. So we got just shy of 5 pounds in here. So that's a good number on these lemon drops, looks like for me. I like the way it looks on the tray. Some of them are a little bit on top of others. I could took time to arrange them, everyone, but it really isn't going to matter. Now, we don't want it thick. If it was something thick, I would definitely try to make sure it was evened out a whole lot more. So now we're going to start the pre-chill on our freeze dryer. So the pre-chill will run for, I think, around 30 minutes. So you can see we got a harvest right. This is the version of software that we're on, 5.4.24. I haven't looked to see if there's a new one up to date here in the last probably year. But anyway, so start. So we can see she's starting up. Okay, so this is a 15-minute pre-chill. The older models, I think, are 30. This one's 15 minutes for the pre-chill. So we're going to let it run its course, and it's just going to cool the chamber off and bring the temperature down to where we want it to be. All right, as we can see, it says load trays into freeze dryer and close drain valve. All right. But drain valve is closed, and it's been running a little bit longer than it needed to because I was eating lunch. I'm allowed to eat lunch sometimes. So I got my tray sitting up here. These are not hard to operate. These should make amazing freeze-dried peppers. Lemon Drop has a very citrusy taste to it. They're bright. And plus they can be reconstituted with cool water. Now, when you close this, twist it all the way. And you can see we got a good seal around our little rubber gasket. Some dirt on my gasket there. Alright, so now we're just going to simply push continue, and it is operating. So we'll bring you back in a little bit and give you an update. This will take probably close to 24 hours. These don't use a lot of power. People are worried about power consumption, but depends on the price of power, but you're probably not going to cost you but about $1.20 to $1.50 per batch of stuff that goes through it. So, and that depends upon how long you're doing it. We're talking about for a 24 hour cycle. So, alright guys, we'll come back in a bit. Okay, Freeze dryer is done. It's been done for a while. I've been busy. Here we are. Okay. I'm going to open the valve. I'm going to reach back there. And we got stuff piled up right here right now, so this won't be as easy. Alright, drain valve is open. It's a lot more moisture than I'm used to, but we've never done this many peppers. So these trays are going to be very cold since I didn't warm them. Completely freeze dried. So now we gotta stash them and stow them. To be reconstituted, rehydrated, and used again later. Right?
That's right.
Alright, my lovely assistant is going to put our incandescent pack, one in each of these. Now that one, we'll pull that one back out and add to that when we get the next batch done. But these two will be ready to go into storage.
I also happen to have a vacuum sealer.
That we will vacuum seal also.
I also don't know where it's at, but I'm sure I can find it.
So
you know.
We'll vacuum seal these, and with that incandescent bag, these will be good for 25 years. Not that I expect them to last that long, but nonetheless, they'll be good for 25 years. Okay, obviously this video is done. I didn't shoot a very last end, so this is editing Steve here doing the final edit of this video. We have decided to use the majority of our freeze-dried peppers in either our seasoning, or we're going to do a line of freeze-dried pepper powder. So these will be available in small jars, but with pure pepper powder, that's a lot of peppers going into each jar. So we're going to do a whole lineup of those that will be purely freeze-dried pepper powder, which is amazing if you've ever had it. So, alright guys, hope you've enjoyed this little series. If you've got any questions, comment below, ask, be glad to try to answer them. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. There'll be more content coming in the future. Thank you all.